Well, howdy do, buckaroos. This is Tom the Beer Whisperer. This is Friday Night Live with the Beer Whisperer Pub. I'm joined by Todd Wren, and I want to get Todd on this one. I just got this today, sent to me from Todd from Flat 12 Beer Works. Let me get you a look at the bottle there. Flat 12 Beer Works. How do you pronounce that, Todd?
Good question. Do Dag?
It's only 4.5%.
Yeah,
Four and a half percent, 41 IBUs. It's meant to be a dry Irish stout, I'm guessing. I typically look stuff up, but I didn't look anything up. So, do you know anything about this beer that I do not?
No, I do not. The pronunciation's on the side. It looks like Doyeg. DOH hyphen YAYG.
Okay.
It's Irish Gaelic for the number 12.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Well, let's pour it. I'm going to use my Schlafly glass here because I think a beer like this doesn't really need a tulip. It's better off in a regular pint glass. Let me pour a bit. That pours creamy. Can you see that? Let me kind of show you what I poured there. A beautiful head. It pours almost a deep black with a light tan head.
There's mine.
As you would like a style like this to do.
About 2 fingers here.
41 IBU, so only 4.5%. That's interesting. Which is actually typical for the style. It's not necessarily odd, but most craft breweries do make them a little bigger. Doyeg,
I guess.
Flaked wheat and black barley for a stout that's dry and roasty, but with a smooth finish. Okay, lighter in body than many stouts. Here we go. The Doyeg leaves you wanting more, and with the 4.5% ABV, you'll be able to say.
I guess that's Gaelic, Irish Gaelic again.
My eyes aren't focusing yet for another round. So there you go. 4.5%. It uses flaked wheat and black barley. So there you go. So I'm going to give some slight aromatic notes, and I'm going to let you talk about it a little bit.
This is the first I've had it as well. I've had it since, it came out back in March. So
I get almost a lot of like malted chocolate. You ever, as a kid, of course, you're a little younger than I, so maybe you won't remember, but I remember as a kid chasing the ice cream man down to buy the little malted chocolate, the malt cups, where they give you the little wooden spoon.
Oh, yeah. I used to go to baseball games all the time.
Yeah, there you go. And that's the aroma that I'm getting, like almost big malted chocolate notes.
Yep.
Along with some dark roast coffee notes. So how about yourself? What aromatic notes are you getting?
I probably got mine a touch colder than it should. I had it in the fridge, put it in there this morning. So right now, I'm definitely getting the chocolate, the roastiness on it also.
You definitely feel those big black barley notes, yeah.
Yeah. Your comparison to the.
But are you feeling the malted chocolate notes that I was getting?
Yeah, so I was going to say you're leaning towards the frosty the frosty malts is right on, I think.
The finish is very dry. Have you taken a drink yet?
I haven't, but I'm getting ready to. Cheers.
The finish is very dry. You get a lot of black barley. The flaked wheat kind of softens the mouthfeel on it.
Yeah, it is dry.
The finish is extremely dry.
Yeah, real dry. I'm getting more of a coffee flavor to it than I was expecting.
Yeah, again, both of us were both getting a lot of malted chocolate on the nose, but the flavors are more of a deep, dark roast coffee, right?
I would agree. Yeah, I don't get much chocolate on it right now at all. I'm wondering how cold is yours?
Well, again, I'm kind of with you. I had it colder than I needed it to be. I didn't have it in the fridge, but I probably did worse than that by having it in a cooler.
Oh yeah, I'm wondering as it warms up if we'll get more of the chocolate on the
And,
nose
and
as
that's
we get
likely.
into the
I'm guessing
summer.
those flavors will balance out. I got to tell you though, even cold, even probably colder than it ought to be, the flavors are the both. I mean, the aromas are great and the flavors are great as is. Now I'm sure they will balance out at some point, but I really like it as is, to be honest with
Yeah, it's good. It almost kind of reminds me of a cold latte or of some
you.
sort.
It does have that. It does have that iced coffee feel about it, doesn't it? This cold.
Yeah, there you go. Iced coffee. That's the word I was looking for.
But yeah, well, what I'm really find interesting about it, I mean, it is a dry stout, but it just the finish is just, I mean, it really is completely dry.
Yeah, much drier than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be a little dry, I think, just because I don't know. I haven't had a ton of Irish stouts, but for some reason in my mind with the Irish stout, I was thinking dry. But of
It's a
course, that was
very
before
interesting beer.
reading that it was dry and roasty. I would agree with that. 100%. It's nice. I like it. I'm curious
Well,
how it ends up.
well, now that I've just took another drink, and now that I've let it sit even just these couple minutes, as it warms up slightly, I'm getting more chocolate. So I'm guessing as it warms up more, you're going to get more chocolate. Now I'm feeling more chocolate. I'm still feeling more coffee than chocolate, but now I'm feeling some of the chocolate notes. But on the nose, I'm still getting that malted chocolate like note.
Yeah, yeah. I'm actually getting a little bit of the chocolate as well now.
Now it's a fine beer. I want to thank you for sending it to me. Everything Flat 12 does is just crazy amazing, though, right?
Everything that I've had from them is, yeah. I mean, they're solid. They do a lot of really good barrel aging stuff, and everything else that they've had is you know on par with some of the big boys. I think.
Well, I've only had a few beers from them, but everything I've had has been just amazing. Starting with the Half Cycle. A Half Cycle is an amazing beer.
Well, I had a barrel age. I didn't have room in
Oh,
the
excuse
box,
me.
and I should have taken something else out for you and put that one in there. But I'll hold one back for you and get it to you another time.
No, we're okay. I still owe you a box, so let me get caught up, and then we'll talk about more. But yeah, I'm trying to get caught
Well,
up
like
with
I
you.
said,
No, but wow, you sent me a
well,
whole
this one,
bunch of
like I
stuff.
said, these were only ones that I've had extras of. Other than this one, this was the only one I made a special purchase to get. It wasn't much. It was only $10 or $11. I'm thinking.
Well, you know I'm an Irish stout guy, so but this is a darn fine beer. Yeah, actually, the more this warms, the more chocolate I'm starting to feel on the flavor.
But the rest of them I sent to you were just one-offs of either a 4-pack or a 6-pack that I picked up for myself. So, and I just thought, I know you had some stuff from the other breweries, from some of the ones I've sent, or from the brewery, some other beers from the breweries that I sent you. So I thought, well, I'm gonna give you some more samples of some other stuff. So this one's on me. You don't owe me on anything on these.
Well, thanks. So, Flat 12, they're in Indianapolis.
They're out of Indianapolis, but they also have a satellite. Well, I don't even know if you want to call it satellite, but they have a location um, here in town. Well, not in town, but in Jeffersonville, right on the river. About 6 miles from my house, 7 miles from my house.
So you
It's
don't
a
have to
beautiful.
go that far to get their beer.
No, well, they distribute. You can find it pretty much at any liquor store, or say like a Walmart. Not necessarily a Walmart, but like a Meijer or some grocery stores. They
Gotcha.
also they also distribute to those, so you can pick them up pretty regularly around here. Especially, well, mostly their main stage. Their half cycle and their upside down blonde and their Rogue Porter or Ron Rogue Porter. I think I sent you that one.
You did. That was a good beer.
You can find those on a regular basis in the stores. But yes, on their specialty stuff like this one that we're drinking, and it's a 10-minute drive at the most, traffic free. It's a 10-minute drive from my house, so right on the river. It's a beautiful it's a great location. They'll have 15 taps going at any given time, and it's all flat 12 stuff.
Yeah, this beer is fine. That's a great Irish stout. Or dry stout.
Right now, they're not brewing down here, but they're supposed to be brewing down here eventually. Like I said, they're barrel-aged stuff. Everything barrel-aged that I've had from them has been outstanding.
Very nice. Well, thanks for jumping on with me. I wanted to do this one with you. I know you got some company coming, so I don't want to keep you long. So, hey, I want to thank everybody that's tuned in or will tune in to watch Todd and I with this beer. I am a fan of Flat 12. I've only had a small handful of beers from them, but everything I've had so far has been just amazing. The very first beer I had from them was from another beer friend, David Eddington, who gave me the Flat 12 for the first time. But since then, Todd has sent me some others, and I just love this brewery. They're just crazy good.
Yeah, one of my favorites. I like to frequent their little beer pub on the river there, and especially in the summertime, they open it up and you can sit outside and enjoy the weather if it's a nice day. It's a really cool place. So if you can find it in your anybody in their neck of the woods, anybody that may be watching, Flat 12 Beer Works, pick them up.
Any final words about the beer you'd like to add, Todd, before we wrap it up?
Yeah, as it's sitting here, as we've talked a little bit, I do get a little bit more of the chocolate notes on it.
Mm-hmm. I've noticed that too. As it warms, you really feel more of the chocolate. But that's why, I don't necessarily mind starting a beer colder than it should be, because it wasn't necessarily worse before. It was just different, and that's what I like to find. It wasn't. I don't know if it's better now. It's different, but the notes, both aromatically and on the flavors are a lot different. I like to start it colder and then just let it see what it does as it evolves.
I still get more of the coffee aftertaste.
Yes, I agree with that. Yeah.
As it sits, it's still I taste the chocolate, and as it goes away, I still feel the coffee.
But I still get more of the chocolate on the aroma, though, right?
Yes, I don't really smell. I don't know if it's just me, but I really don't smell a lot of coffee on it, which is very interesting.
We get a lot of chocolate on the nose, but a lot of coffee on the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Very weird. I want to thank Todd for joining me. We're enjoying the Flat 12. Let me how to pronounce that again.
Let's say Doyag, I guess.
Do you?
Looks like Play-Doh, D-O-H.
It is meant to be an Irish stout, a dry stout. Hey, I'm from the Beer Whisperer. Thank y'all, and thanks, Todd, for sending me the beer. And we'll talk to y'all in a little bit.